Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the My Crazy Dad Podcast, Season 3, Episode 2.
What up, everybody? Can be loud today. Woo!
Not that loud. Dude, the microphone actually, just disappeared.
Mama's working today.
So
Damn,
anyhow.
I pegged that shit right out there.
Well, not only that, but it also stopped. Like, the mic literally
Yeah.
It
Couldn't
cut out.
go any farther.
No, it cut out.
Oh.
It peaked so loud that the mic was like, I'm trying to save my life. That's what it will do. Stop, dude. You're literally probably destroying their ears. Don't be that loud.
They're used to it
move
by
it away.
now.
No,
They're used to it.
I'd change the sensitivity so they're even louder.
Oh, my God. Why would you do
Move
that
it
to
away.
people?
Move it away.
Move it away. Pull it closer. Move it away. Pull it closer.
Well, when I say pull it closer, it's when mom's asleep and you're going like...
Shh.
Okay, so anyhow, like a week or two ago, you guys wanted to get the AC vents cleaned.
Yes, last week.
And so I guess mom talked to this guy. We won't say where from or whatever. Just let me say it so we don't do anything off, I guess. I don't know, weird.
Oh, no.
So anyhow, they hired this guy to come today, and we're filming this at almost 2 o'clock because we wanted to wait till after he was done because usually we record at like 10, but he was coming at like 11.
11.
So he said he'll get here at 11 and finish at 1, but you might have thought he meant 11 to 1 I'll be here.
Yes.
Like that kind of thing. Like I might be here at 12:50.
So I gave him time when I hadn't heard from him, but it was like 1:15.
It was a little bit later than that, I think. It was like 1:30, wasn't it?
Well, no, it was like 1:45.
Oh, he texted
It was
back.
like 1:30 when he texts back.
Yeah. So, anyhow, he texts back and he's like, sorry, I forgot about you guys.
Yes, but I can come tomorrow between 3 and 5 if that's okay.
No.
So I said, no, you pretty much had your one chance. Blew it. We're good. Had to move stuff around today to get it done. And,
yeah, not just the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, people just, even somebody like myself that's disabled, it throws my complete day off if I'm waiting for somebody and then they don't show up. And so now I'm in a pissy mood now.
Well, you kind of were already because Winston won't stop barking.
Yeah, we got construction going out in front of our house in the street, and Winston keeps barking at the crews and the noises and stuff. But one thing was funny this morning. They started their job, and the guy went to take off in the track hoe, and the track made the noise. And Austin immediately goes,
Caribou.
Caribou, because it sounded just like the caribou in Polar Express. And so I thought that was just funny as hell. Caribou.
It was funny the first time.
Yes.
And then he kept saying it every time that the thing would make the noise.
Yes, because it was funny. I like to relive funny moments with you because they don't happen often.
Yeah, they do. Maybe not me.
Just kidding.
You good?
I'm back.
Okay. I don't know. There isn't too much to talk about. I know.
Max Verstappen.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. He got taken out doing $180 miles an hour, not kilometers. 180 miles an hour, probably more than that because cops. Oh no, he started the turn. It was probably like 180 because they go 206 down that cop straight, or I forget what it's like Old Pit Straight or whatever.
Yes.
And then it turns to
Old
Cops.
Pit Road Straight.
Yeah, Cops is the turn there. But anyhow, Lewis, professional drivers have like analyzed it other than like the F1 people that are like it was an incident or whatever. And Lewis would not have gotten it, and that's why you see he has so much understeer. Yeah, he should have backed off. Yeah, he had so much understeer because he missed the braking point first of all, and that's why Max did hit him, or I guess they came together.
Yeah, because
so Lewis
shouldn't have been there.
Exactly. And Max gave him plenty of room. You can, if you watch it, when Charles went wide, and I can only imagine why. He says that it wasn't because of Max, but it definitely was. You don't go that wide.
Yeah, and I mean, if you watch Max's video from behind him, you can see where he turns the steering wheel left a little bit to give Lewis a little more room when he saw he was there.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like he squeezed Lewis into that little like 1.5 car width between him and the wall.
Yeah.
And then Max goes super wide to give him a lot of room, cuts back at the braking point to hit the apex. Lewis, if you watch it, ends up going straight, and that's why Charles passes him, is because after he clipped him, he still had so much understeer because A, he missed the braking point, B, he was nowhere near the apex.
Yeah.
So it was clear that he just wanted to get past him so bad that he was willing to risk spinning himself or Max out.
Yeah.
And then obviously we see what happens. And if you haven't watched that, you can watch it. It's pretty crazy because, like, I was telling him if that crushed his ribs, he would be dead.
Yeah, they figured he hit that. When he hit it, it was like a 51G impact.
Yeah, on his legs.
Yeah, on his legs.
The car took more.
Yeah.
But on his legs alone.
It was crazy. I mean, the car hit the tires, the whole side of it, but when they pulled the car out from the tires, the car was actually, the whole frame was bent in an angle, it's like, holy shit, man. And then the video, or the audio of Max coming to in the car.
Yeah, and he's like hurt.
Yeah. I mean, you could tell. And so, yeah, shame on you, Lewis.
Yeah, that was not a good play either.
I realize Max has been whooping your ass this season, but you don't need to risk killing the dude to try to get by him and get your 8th championship. Not cool, man. Not cool.
Not cool. But if you saw it earlier this season in Imola, in Italy, when it was raining or whatever, Max had the angle and Lewis backed away.
Yeah.
So what's happening now is Lewis realizes, holy shit, Max can win the championship.
Yeah.
I have to go all out.
Desperation.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what happens in Hungary because Hungary's a really crazy track.
All I can say to you, Lewis, is, because I know you watch our podcast, is, dude, you got 7 championships, man. Don't get desperate. All right? It's not worth killing anybody, especially yourself.
Yeah, because if you, like...
Rihanna would probably still miss you.
They broke up so long ago.
I know, but she carries feelings for him, I guarantee. So once she let go and shouldn't have.
Yeah. Totally. Okay. You probably just actually scared people.
Hey, I was watching a video last night where this guy was amazed at the rat he killed with his mousetrap, and he went to touch it, and the rat jumped at the screen. I almost threw my fucking phone, man. I was like,
Have you seen the ones with the baseball?
Yeah. I love that one you showed me where the guy's
the
holding his dog, and he gets the milk all over. Adios, mios, puppy.
Yeah, the dog's
like
flipping out.
Kick your ass when you're asleep.
That one is funny. The baseball ting.
Yep.
Pours the milk
Or
on
the freaking
dog.
spider jumping at you.
Yeah, in the paint can or whatever.
Yeah. I hate little jump scares like that. I mean, if your mom hadn't been asleep already, I'd have screamed and thrown the phone like a bitch, went running in. Help me, honey.
Dude, that video of the dog doing the zoomies, I literally, that was like 8 in the morning. I'm trying not to die laughing.
Past the door.
And I love his form, too, because his butt's like almost dragging on the ground, like digging. I just love knock the shit off or whatever the mom says. Like that would be you.
Knock your shit off. Yeah, that'd be me talking to Winston. That one video I posted of him waiting outside the bathroom door, knowing I was getting his shower ready.
That dog is crazy.
I
just love hearing. Whenever Winston gets a bath, my mom and I will be sitting in the living room, and all you hear from the bathroom is, "Would you quit jumping?" And like he's like yelling at Winston, like, "Lay down."
Oh my God! You know,
out.
the dude, he tries to catch the water coming out of the shower spout, because we just have stand-in showers. We don't have any tubs, and it's hard enough anyways. But then he's jumping up, pawing at the wall, accidentally hitting the knob and turning the shower off and shit, and he's going trying to catch the water and shit. It's like, dude, man, just stand there and let me wash you. And I have to turn the water off to get him soaped up. Otherwise, he's still trying to jump at the shit.
I still remember when he was a puppy and we gave him baths.
Yeah.
Scoop in the water.
Yeah.
Oh. He's such a good dog.
He's a pain in the ass, but he's a good pain in the ass. He's a good dog. Best dog I've ever had.
Like, I feel like when people hear stories, we only tell them stories of, like, the crazy shit that he does. So the people probably think he's a crazy dog.
Yeah. Well, he whooped mine, his, and his mom's ass with a garden hose outside one time. Playing tug of war.
Yeah. Gave me hose burn, I guess you could say.
It freaking knocked your mom right off her feet.
Yeah. So basically, Winston, whenever he grabs something outside that he knows he's not supposed to have, he just flaunts and runs around with it.
Yeah, it's an instant game.
Now I'm a little more lenient on pulling just because of his jaw, but oh my god, before he would literally pull us three. Like,
yeah.
When you play tug of war with him, you can catch your footing, but when you're outside trying to grab onto a hose and you like have it, you know how like the cowboys, they throw that thing and they like wrap it around
the lasso.
Yeah, they wrap it around the horse.
Yeah, he wraps it around our feet.
Yeah, and just pulls, and I literally had a burn on my ankle for months.
Yeah, well, let me tell you how strong this dog is with tug of war. We have a hardwood floor, so I mean, he hardly gets any traction.
It's so funny.
And
he walks like he's skating.
I was playing tug of war with him with my foot. I was leaned back in the recliner. I had it around my foot because it hurts me to do it up top with my arms.
Okay. Anyhow.
And anyways, dog's pulling me in the recliner down the hallway, and I was 40 pounds heavier then. I mean, I was like, holy shit, dog. Just losing traction. If he could have had full traction, he'd have probably pulled my ass out onto the street.
Well, I was telling Jasmine the story of him pulling Mom out of the house when she got her McDonald's.
Yeah, God forbid somebody knock on our front door. That dog will wreck whoever's...
I'll tell that story real quick. So him and I were in Key West with my Uncle Pat and Aunt Jeanette. Oh, yeah, shout out Smith Pools.
Keeping the ooh in your pool and the ah in your spa, baby.
Anyhow, we were down in Key West after Thanksgiving with them. Oh, we already talked about why we were down there.
Yes,
last episode.
Putting Mom to rest.
Yeah, so anyhow, when we were down there, my mom was like, I need food, and I hate the food here, and I hate making food, basically.
Yes. And
ordered food off DoorDash or whatever it was for the first time. So she should have put in the instructions, don't knock on door, my dog will go crazy.
I believe she did, but they did anyway.
I remember I ordered Chipotle one time because I got a free delivery, and I literally wrote in the things, just leave it by the door, my dog will go crazy, and we have cameras to see when you're here.
Yes.
And so anyhow, they knock on the door, leave the food, and my mom's like waiting, and she's holding on to Winston's collar, and she opens the door to go grab her poor mom, and Winston just pulls her out of the door.
Wiped her and her food out.
Flying into the bag, crushes all the food. She had a milkshake in there that she was so happy to have and everything. I just feel so bad.
Yeah, I mean, we have to put a gentle leader on him when we try to walk the damn guy. And this one night, he was pulling even with the gentle leader. And your mom's like, well, let me grab him. I'm like, he's going to tote your ass right back to the house.
Yeah.
No, I'll be all right. I handed her the leash. They were both gone around the corner of the fence. And by the time I got around the fence, she's picking her ass up by the front door. I guess he drug her like halfway across the front yard. Because, I mean, we live in the city. I mean, but we have a 1/4 acre of property on our lot. But the littlest strange noise that he doesn't like, he's done with the walk and he's heading, he wants to go back home. Sometimes we get a good walk out of him. Another time I made it like 50 feet to the stop sign, and that was it. He heard a noise and he was heading back. I mean,
He definitely would not run away.
No. I mean, he'd get a little bit away and he'd hear a noise and I'm coming home. I changed my mind.
That dog is so funny. I wish we could actually try that, but I don't want to risk him getting hit or anything.
No, and I don't know how he would react to somebody else out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he'd be all right, but...
Well, that one time, our neighbor was driving an RC car outside, and Winston came flying out the front door, ran right up to the guy barking like crazy, and the guy was scared, but Winston doesn't really care, obviously, because he's not aggressive. So he's just barking, running past this guy, and then I don't remember what happened, but...
Didn't he start chasing the car?
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
I think he just came running back into the house afterwards, but I just thought it was funny seeing that guy like when Winston came sprinting out the door.
Oh, the one here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant at the old apartment. My bad. Yeah, he'd seen Winston before, and he figured he was an all right dog, but I still think he swallowed some air back up in.
Yeah, I mean,
he had a reverse fart going on
right at you.
Yeah. I mean, because Winston's a big boy, and I Lord knows I'd get scared shitless if I didn't know the dog and saw him coming at me. Very intimidating.
I don't know. Some people, like, he has like a sixth sense. Like, all dogs do, but if he doesn't like somebody, he'll just keep barking at them.
Yeah, there's only been a couple times he's actually done it. One to the AC guy at the old apartment, and then one to some gal that was looking at the house that was for rent beside us.
That was crazy. We should talk about that AC guy real quick. So, when was it when we were moving out or not yet? No, our AC had froze.
Yeah.
So, for some reason our AC kept freezing, and we didn't know what it was. But it was the fan, wasn't it, out back?
It was the fan, and the drain was messed up.
So, anyhow, the other AC guy Winston didn't care about. But the one AC guy wanted to say hi to Winston, and Winston was growling.
Yeah.
And so we think that dude had some bad voodoo.
He definitely had some bad mojo.
And then that person, the guy, right? He was fine with the guy.
Yeah, the husband. And she goes, oh, well, usually dogs are a great judge of character. And her husband's like, well, that's why he started barking at you.
And then when my sister came down here to visit us, he instantly, like, loved her. It was funny. Like,
yes.
He barks at every new person. He doesn't, like, run towards him or anything. He just barks. He literally will look at you. Like, she was sitting down and we were eating, and she would toss him a fry, and he'd look up at her and just start barking again. And then they finally got along. And then,
yeah. When we have people come, we put them in the crate to begin with. We have one friend. He was sitting on the couch.
Oh, yeah.
And Winston...
It's so bad to laugh at because I feel so bad to this day.
Come running in to say hi. I mean, Winston knows the guy, so we didn't have Winston in the crate then. Here comes Winston trucking down the hall, leaves all 4 feet from 6 feet away from the guy, turns sideways in the air, plants his paws on the dude's face and head, and bounces off of him. And everybody's just like... And I'm like, oh, my God. Not only how did this guy remain conscious through this whole thing, but my dog just face planted this dude, man. And he's like, oh, it's all right. I'm like,
no, it's not.
No, the side of your face is swelling up, man. It's not.
Winston was probably like 80 pounds at the time, too.
Yeah, and then my mother-in-law had some stomach surgery, and he came running in to say hi to her and bounced off of her stomach. It's like, holy shit, dog.
It was up here, like her chest.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he bounced off her chest. Yeah. I don't know why he bounces off people.
I don't know. I mean... What's scary is when you have a 115, 120-pound dog coming at you 5-10 miles an hour and decides he's still a lap dog and leaps into you.
Or someone knocks on the door. Let's say him and I are sitting on the couch. We know he's not going to stop. He's going, boo, 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 boo. trying to get a grip on the floor, and you put your legs up and pray that he doesn't stomp all over you. The last time he jumped, got onto my arm and pushed it, then lands right behind you.
He's a maniac when somebody knocks on the door. Yeah, I mean, I got to almost get up off the couch to give him room to get behind me. Otherwise, he's just going to wreck me, and I can't do that shit, man.
When he goes and runs down the hallway to get a toy that he left there, I always get up off the couch because I know he's going to try to jump in between us.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, not today. 20
Dog's
minutes
a maniac.
in. What?
20 minutes in already?
Yeah. Okay. What's your story today?
All right, well, being 16 years old in a new place and everything that had happened down there leading up to my job on the ship, I don't really have funny stories or a long chapter in my life down there per se. It was more just having to grow up fast, for being 16 years old. I mean, I had some good times down there. Look, it's Key West. 90% of the residents there smoke weed, probably.
Yeah, everyone's chill.
Yeah, even back then, and it was a completely different scene back then. There weren't all the hotels and motels that are there, and it didn't have the big docks for the cruise ships to come up to and stuff. And so, 16 years old, I pretty much had the run of the island. I could do whatever I wanted to, and just
was Captain Tony's there?
Every place was there pretty much. Some of the places have changed. I'm pretty sure Green Parrot was there back then. And
what was the Irish place?
Captain Tony's. The Irish place, I don't recall being there back then.
What was that called though?
I can't remember now. Smitty's?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
That was crazy though. We get after watching the sunset, we were like, let's go to a bar and watch the Mike Tyson fight. Remember that?
Yes.
And we go to one of the bars, and they're like, we're only accepting people underage until 6, and it was like 5:50.
Yeah.
And Uncle Pat was like, you can't just let us in, and he's like, no. And so like that's one of those times I'm like, I feel so bad because I held everybody else up.
That's nothing to feel bad about. I mean, we adjusted accordingly.
Yeah, but you guys wanted to go like drink at a bar and watch the fight, not sit at the house.
Well, yeah, but to be honest with you, the truth, I would have rather gone sit at the house and have a couple beers and watch the fight with you than to drink at a bar. And so that would have been a no-brainer for me. I wasn't about to bring you back to the place and leave you and just disappear.
Well, no,
for a couple
I don't
hours.
mean that. I'm just saying, like, that's what sucks about not being 21 sometimes.
Oh, well, we were all there before.
Yeah, okay. I think you're missing the
but
point.
I mean, no, I'm not. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but don't feel bad about it. I mean, we knew we had a minor with us, and we were talking about if we'd be able to come in or not anyway. I mean, it was no big deal.
Okay,
anyhow, you're making a mountain out of a molehill, son.
Get back to your story.
Making a mountain out of a molehill.
So I just I got invited to a bunch of different parties and met a lot of different people. Just had a kick-ass time down there being free, but at the same time, I was missing my family. I don't know why. I was actually missing your Uncle Pat the most for some damn reason.
You're like, damn, I can't fight anybody now.
I wish he was down here raising hell with me. But, I mean, go out on fishing trips, because like I said, we didn't do it every day. I believe we had Sundays and maybe Mondays off or something like that. We had 2 days off. We didn't go out. And so with the different people you'd meet, they'd be off of different boats or whatever. We could go out deep sea fishing, or we'd go out to the dry Tortugas and shit, and just having a good old time, partying and living life like a freaking adult at 16 years old.
You guys could have sailed to Cuba.
Yes. I probably could have swam to Cuba.
No. Probably not at the time.
No, I'd swum 5 miles before, but
Did you hear about that person? Where did they kayak from? It was like L.A. or San Francisco to Hawaii or something like that.
on a kayak?
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago.
No, I didn't. Holy shit.
Bro, I mean,
Kudos.
obviously they had a camera crew and a safety person there, like a couple boats.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! But imagine like an orca or some shit.
How
just
the hell did
jumps-
he sleep?
Probably just kicked back in the kayak.
Yeah, that or he got up on one of the boats that were with him.
Well, no, they recorded the whole thing. I don't know. I haven't watched it, but I imagine that he can't get out of the kayak, so he probably kicked back.
Jesus.
But
Did
like,
he have,
imagine
like-
that, though. No,
Side things on him?
nope. I don't think so. Hold on,
Really?
let me look it up real quick.
Damn. Crazy
Um,
SOB.
I think it was San Francisco kayak. Maybe if I just search that up.
But yeah, I mean, we're talking 1980, so it was good times back then. Definitely had to mature quickly. And
Yeah, to Honolulu.
he went to Honolulu.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass.
Oh, he had a pedal thing. That's not. Anyhow, it was a pedal kayak and a normal kayak. Like, I don't know why I said normal kayak because you can probably still paddle. 40 to 60 miles per day, consuming 6,000 calories per day in the form of energy bars and freeze-dried meals.
So he had his rations stored in the spare kayak, probably.
I don't know where it was. It was a custom-built 22-foot kayak. Has space for sleeping and taking shelter.
Oh, no kidding. 22-foot kayak. Dude's pedaling it.
Yeah, this says that was before. Okay, here we go. He set the world record time. Let's see. Okay, maybe that.
I ain't setting no
But anyhow,
kayaking times.
He kayaked from San Fran to Hawaii, which is 2,400 miles.
Jeez, and 40 to 60 miles a day.
Yeah.
That took him a
64
long damn
days.
time. Yeah. Holy shit, that's a
Oh,
lot of
wait.
freaking protein bars and shit.
A guy June 7th tried to do it, but there was a storm, and so he had to get rescued. Dude, that's crazy. Like, just imagine that, though. Like, what if a great white just jumps and someone's calling you?
No idea.
But yeah, just imagine, like, a great white or, like, I don't think there's orcas there, but orcas are beautiful. Those things are
Yes.
so cool.
Yes.
What is that movie?
Baby
Happy
seals
Feet?
don't think they're cool. Or seals.
Yeah. But Happy Feet, do you remember
Yes.
when they found the orcas? That's how orcas actually play with their food. They
Yeah. Oh, I know.
throw it.
Toss
Or
it with
throw
their
it-
tails and
Yeah.
shit.
I'm
Yeah.
like, hello? Like, they're just like, yeah, we're going to eat you later, but let's have fun with you.
Yes.
Tossing each other
Yes.
the food. That's crazy. I watched, speaking of Shark Week, when we were, like, tuned into that last night or whenever it was, Mom and I were watching it when you weren't here, and it was talking about orcas killing great whites, and they saw, like, an uprising in it.
Well, yeah, and the cool thing, the other thing that's true, they know to flip the shark upside down.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, I've seen that in a couple. They actually flip the shark upside down and put him in the coma until you know how it calms the sharks
Nope.
when you flip them upside down.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it throws their equilibrium off. I don't think it's all sharks, but some of the sharks, and then they end up, if you keep them upside down, they're not moving and stuff, and they end up dying.
Gotcha.
I learned that on Nat Geo.
I still love the fact that whales sleep standing up.
Yes.
Like, that's so funny. I always forget fish sleep. Like, how do they sleep, bro? They just, like,
I've tried sleeping standing up. I fall over.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do they just like float? They're just like, whatever. If I drift away, I drift away.
Yeah, because, I mean, how frequently do they have to get oxygen? Do they have to surface?
Fish?
No, like whales.
Oh, bro, I thought you were talking about fish.
Dude,
I was like, what?
No, I know fish don't have to surface, but like whales.
I don't know about whales, actually. That's a good point.
I mean, do they just like take a 3-hour nap, come up to the surface, time to breathe again?
I think they do. I was
and
gonna
then
say.
swim on.
I think they can hold their breath for like 3 hours.
Yeah,
That's pretty funny. Though.
that'd be cool
Jeez, we're
being
getting
able to
texted
dive
like
down
crazy.
that far.
I mean, they're not that far down.
They go pretty deep.
Well, when they sleep, they don't. Blue whales.
Well, no, I'm just saying it'd be cool to be able to just hold your breath and be able to dive down like that and shit.
Yeah. Dude, just imagine that, though. Like, a blue whale has its mouth open trying to catch stuff, and it sees you. Like, you can turn around, and that blue whale's mouth is probably this big. Like, the size of the green screen.
It's the AC company.
Oh, jeez. What'd they say?
Hi, Sean. This is Al from the Air Duct Cleaning Service. Sorry we could not make it today. Would you like to reschedule? Please let me know ASAP. Thank you.
Nope.
Even after I told the guy, no, we're good.
That's crazy. So, anyhow, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Sorry it wasn't too crazy, but...
Yeah, no. I mean, there was crazy times for being a 16-year-old out there partying with all these different adults and shit. That's cool.
I would certainly love to live there.
Yes. I'm right at home down there.
Yeah, it's just so chill.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's nice. Except that douchebag that owns that house right by the buoy. And everyone's waiting in line.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you live right there, you got to expect that shit. The guy that drove out of his driveway.
Yeah, he's like wailing on the horn, backing up.
It's like, hello.
Just say, like, can you guys watch out? I got to back up.
Yeah,
Instead,
before you
just,
back out and open up your gate, say hey. Because, I mean, he almost did take somebody out, if I recall. But, I mean, southernmost point buoy here. Dude's house right here. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that you live right beside one of the biggest attractions in the place.
Yeah.
And you're going to get bent because people are standing in front of your driveway.
Yeah. I just think it's funny there's an actual line.
Relax, dude. I know it ain't easy being Keezy, but come on.
No,
Southernmost point buoy and your house.
Okay, so anyhow, that's going to be it for this episode.
Lighten up, motherfucker!
Nice. We'll be back Friday?
Friday,
Monday,
yes.
right?
Oh, speaking of which, I hope everybody had a good weekend. It is Monday. Sorry. Got to get it in there.
All right, so...
Peace out, homies and homettes.